and welcome back. Today I am using this Geode resin tray that I got from Temu. It's a size that I've been looking for. I am going to attempt a 3D bloom that I saw on, I think, Pinterest, the style of it. In here I've got my glitter mix, and today I decided to go crazy. I'm doing Pink Dazzle Mirror Mirror from Laura's Art Corner. Mixed it together, and I'm using this ice resin opals, pink topaz, which actually Julie introduced us to in one of her previous videos. So for my resin, I am using Let's Resin 1:1. Let me go pour out some for my white while that clear settles in. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more since I have enough resin. And I will be back coating this when I'm done. Actually, this, one of the ways was, the first part of what I'm doing is from resin, Zarin resin art, of what she did with the alcohol ink. So I'm going to try that. Okay, so now let me see. I've got some bubbles, some bad lighting here, so I can't quite see very clearly. Oops. Okay, then I'm going to play with this center mix. I'm using this Let's Resin leveling board and using that centerpiece underneath my mold as a guide as to where perhaps the center might be. And I'm so glad for my friend Tammy, who said don't worry about the center. Okay, so what I do is when I first mix my resin, I put in a cup my glitter mix so that it really thickens up, and I put a very small amount of resin in, sugar to oh my gosh, accidents, to my resin, to my mixed glitter. So let me get that out, otherwise that's going to destroy my pattern. Okay, gonna get this better one. I wonder if this will work. Oh well. You know, I'm just gonna leave it in there because I can't. I guess I could get a spoon and suck it up, but I'm just gonna leave it in there, just like a, you know, little piece there. Okay, so this is nice and in the center. I'm looking underneath from the side to make sure. I'm hurrying because my resin is getting warm for my white. So what Zarin did, I'm not sure if that's her first name, is she took some resin ink, and I'm using alcohol ink, from New Classic Peach Red. If I can open it. Well, it opened yesterday. Okay, here we go. And she placed a little bit on her stick and then sort of squiggled like this, and I thought it was really cool. You know, instead of dropping alcohol inks, so that into your resins, I'm going to try that. And then just as a heads up, when I start drawing my petals, I'm going to place you on a time lapse. Now I know her lines were a lot thinner. There we go. Just sort of randomly placing them. Sort of a wispy kind of look. And then for my white, I'm using CastinCraft again. And this time I'm going to put in some paste. And it's a paste that I've had, and oh, for the life of me cannot remember the color name, because it was from Laura's Art Corner, and I've used it so much I've rubbed off the label. But I will show it to you in a moment. Let's just do one more there. Oh, okay, so the trick is after a while it gets thinner. So in my cup, I'm going to put in some white CastinCraft. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I did 5 drops actually. And then I'm taking this red, or pinkish red. I hope you can see that white. And then I'm going to take about maybe that much and mix it in. So I'm going to mix it on the side, because klutzy me. Okay, so my resin is getting warm. Let's see, it's getting a nice pinkish color. I'm going to put it in my piping bag and start piping, and then I will time lapse it, not too fast, and then of course you can always fast forward. So let me just mix this. And I'm already thinking I'd love to put a lovely blue for a background. I know black is a really good color, but I really like blue. And I need to go, I have these pens that are gold, copper. I don't have a silver one for edging my molds, so I think silver would be really pretty, especially because I use the mirror. So I'm just placing my CastinCraft mixed with that beautiful pink color, rosy color. Oh, what was the name of it? Hopefully Laura will look at this video and can recognize the color. Okay. I'm so tempted to put dots, but I am from the firework technique, but I just don't seem to have luck with that. Okay. So I will start piping and put you on a time lapse. Alrighty, so I put a blue and purple background. Let us see. You can kind of see the edges there, but the center is what I'm concerned about, and hopefully my background here takes care of that. Here we go. Ready? Ready? Oh, pretty. And that's kind of, I'm glad I put the background there because it gave a little sort of stability to these little petals, which I do not know why they don't bloom. Okay, take you down. But I'm pretty happy with those 3D bloom petals. So, anyone knows how to make those come out more? Please let me know. Okay. I'm gonna, well, let's see. Which way is probably the best that way to make it look as less non-center as possible. But thank you so much for watching.